Hello there, my name is Ben Wade and I'd like to welcome you to this installment of Bionic You, the series dedicated to lighting the path to your full potential. In this video, you're going to learn one of the biggest game-changing secrets, and here's a hint as to what that is. Top producers learn how to keep in touch with and reach out to massive numbers of people with ease, and you're going to learn how they do that right after this. In this video, we're going to dive right in and look at one of the most powerful weapons you have at your disposal. The secret weapon of the top producer in any arena is their list of contacts and prospects. It is the heart and soul of their marketing machine. 99% of the people that drive the million-dollar cars, live in the million-dollar homes, and go on amazing vacations to the exotic part of the world every month with their family have built and are working a list. Joe Girard was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records for 12 consecutive years as the world's #1 car salesman from 1966 to 1977. He kept the list of the names of people that he'd either already sold a car to or was working on selling a car to. Every month he would send them a postcard, just saying hello and reminding them that he still wanted to help them or their friends and family with their next car purchase. This might not seem like a huge game changer until you realize that he was sending somewhere around 12,000 of these cards per month. His list was just kept on 3x5 cards, and he had a couple of assistants helping him as it was a very hands-on process back then. Roll the clock forward to today, and it's not uncommon for a top producer to have a local email list of 10,000 or more names on their newsletter. People that work on a more national scale don't bat an eye of having a list of over 250,000 people. Some of these giants have lists over 1.5 million people. Now, to see this play out, here's an example. Imagine for a moment that two salespeople are working at the same company. They are identical in every way with one exception. One of them has kept the contact information of every person they've ever met and keeps in touch with them all via occasional calls, newsletters, and other follow-up methods. The other one does none of the above. Now, how would their daily lives be different? Anytime a new product or service is released, the person with the list sends a few emails to everyone on their list to let them know, as well as a mention here and there from then on. As customers use the products and love them, the person can collect testimonials from satisfied customers and send those out along with their regular ongoing correspondence. Also, because they have an ongoing system to remind people of their expertise and ability to help, they have a regular stream of people contacting them when they are in need of the services they provide. The second salesperson, however, is literally starting from scratch each day. They are constantly working to find people who are ready to buy right at that exact moment and always working to find new potential customers. While they are a skilled salesperson, they are always at work having to convince people that they are the right choice instead of their competition. The second salesperson rarely goes on vacation because as soon as they do, their income drops. When they get back, they have to start the prospecting process all over again, follow up, appointment setting, and all the other steps that lead to them getting their sales. Were you to ask any top producer if they would rather keep their position with a company, including keeping a downline if they're a network marketer, or give up their list, every one of them would choose keeping their list every time. And why? Because if they had to start over with nothing but the branding they had established and the list of people they had established it with, they would hardly feel an interruption in their business, no matter what kind of business it is. Take away an MLM leader's downline, but let them keep their list, and they'll have a huge downline in another company in the space of a week. It will only take them a few emails and a couple of webinars. Take away a business owner's business, but let them keep their list, and they will have investors lining up behind them to help them start a new business to satisfy the line of customers clamoring for their services. Take away a salesperson's job, but let them keep their list, and they will be working the next day, if not the same afternoon, with their competition, and probably walk in the door as the top producer for that company. Now, to show you how a list can grow just from the normal day-to-day activities of a person who does nothing but warm market face-to-face prospecting, let's walk through the numbers. Say through your normal networking efforts, you introduce yourself to only one person a day, 5 days a week. Now, most people on a routine basis do far more than this, but for the example, we'll keep it simple. At the end of each week, this is 5 new people you have connected with and plugged into your marketing system. At the end of the first month, that's about 20 people. At the end of 6 months, 120 people. At the end of a year, that's 260 people that you keep ongoing contact with and that, over time, have come to accept you as an expert in your trade. Now, imagine that only 10% of your list needs your services per year, but you make $1,000 for each transaction. That's $26,000 per year that is knocking on your door and asking you to take their money, just for you keeping their information and staying in touch. And that's just from your first year's efforts. The next year, you add another 260 people, and 260 people the next year. In the short space of a normal career, you could have a couple thousand people on your list that you keep in touch with that seek you out when the time is right for them to buy. Now, the key things that working a list will do for you are this. Number one, it allows you to brand yourself as easily to any number of people as you would a single person. You could, and people routinely do, build a list of hundreds or thousands or millions of people and market to them as easily as sending a weekly email. Number two, it keeps people from forgetting you. This is huge. If you can remember the names of every person who has helped you buy or sell a home, a car, insurance, or any of the other major purchases of your life, you are very unusual. Most people forget, even if the person did an amazing job for them. It's just a fact. The human brain forgets unused information at a predictable rate whether the person wants to or not. What a waste to go through all the hard work of doing a great job for someone, just to have them not be able to remember you, buy from you again, and keep referring their friends and family to you in the first couple of years after you help them. Please understand, however, that the example used here was on a very, very conservative scale. It's not unusual for people that use systems like these to have hundreds or thousands of people opting onto their marketing list every day. Just imagine what your current business, or the business you dream of starting, would look like with thousands of new people every month being branded with the impression that you are an expert that can help them solve their problems. Then imagine the same system being available 24 hours of every day for them to either purchase your product unassisted, watch your presentations any time of day or night, or join your downline before they've ever met you or even spoken with you directly. So to wrap this up, this video showed you how top producers use list building to build their brand and cultivate their relationships with massive amounts of people all at once. Now, if you're watching this in the WhoIsBenWehde.com members area, be sure to look on the page just below the video. As often as possible, you will find links to additional resources that will help you expand on the information you were introduced to in this video.
And remember, if you thought this information was helpful, be sure to click that like button or favorite button so other people can find it too. And click that subscribe button so you'll never miss out whenever a new video comes out. However, the real gold mine is the members area of WhoIsBenWehde.com. That's where you'll find tons of videos like this one laid out step by step and organized so everything's easy to find. Thank you so much for watching.